What it do with y'all boys YouTube? It's your boy Ash up next. In today's video, we about to react to why rappers are scared of NBA Youngboy. So we already know NBA Youngboy, he is a black Air Force One, bro. Like a walking black Air Force One. But I want to know why he's like this. And why people, I guess, are scared of him. But y'all know he beefing with Dirk and everything right now. So his name is really like popping right now, for real. But y'all comment some more videos y'all want to see me react to, and at 700 subscribers, bro, I'm gonna be doing a $50 Cash App giveaway. So y'all can go ahead and like start commenting y'all cash tags under my videos, and one lucky person to get 50 bucks whenever I hit 700 subscribers. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into it.
Jenna, who's been searching for landscapers
on September 10th, 2017, Baton Rouge rapper G Money was right at the front of his studio on the 1900 block of Baton Rouge's Dallas Drive at 1:30 a.m. His death came just a couple of days after his beef with NBA Youngboy began. Rapper NBA Youngboy and G Money were friends before NBA Youngboy's come up, but after Youngboy became famous in 2017, G Money was kicked to the curb. G Money eventually became a rapper and thought it was right to take shots at NBA Youngboy. At this time, G Money wasn't aware of the crazy and deadly things NBA Youngboy was capable of doing. G Money went on to this NBA Youngboy's sister, with whom he had a relationship. They went.
He said in his song Industry, "Sister swallow nuts, so I never kiss her, but I fuck with her, so I never dissed her." And then that's what happened, bro. After that song,
Youngboy got to hear about it. G Money saw the scary side of Youngboy. NBA Youngboy started to send out threats to G Money via Instagram. G Money wasn't scared of the threats. He went ahead to do an interview with Say Cheese TV, where he talked more about NBA Youngboy and how fame had changed Youngboy.
Not really. He mad about his sister too, though.
About his sister?
Yeah, I had her a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's mad about that. He wasn't really tripping on it back then, though. You know what I'm saying? He be calling me big brother. You hear me? I guess he just let that fame shit get to his head. Now he feel like he just.
NBA Youngboy could no longer deal with the disrespect that G Money brought to his name, so he took actions to shut him up for good. A couple of days after G Money's interview and their threats on social media, G Money was found dead. The headlines about his death all carried NBA Youngboy's name in them, and they weren't far from the truth. NBA Youngboy and his Never Broke Again.
Deere said the state is entitled to complete our whole story regarding the motive behind the shootings. He told the judge that a simmering feud between the NBA and TBG groups escalated with the September 2017 slaying of G Money, a TBG performer in Baton Rouge. Damn, man, G Money was a good rapper, bro. He was on the come up.
G Money's fatal shooting. The police were on their tails, and 3 days later, on September 13th, 2017, a member of NBA Youngboy's group was arrested and charged with the of G Money. The streets and everyone in the rap industry began to see NBA Youngboy in a scary light, and this earned him some respect and fear among rappers. The next time NBA Youngboy was involved in a similar incident was in 2020 when Chicago rapper King Von was shot in.
Bro, I had talking about King Von. Oh, go back. I want to read that. King Von does an interview with DJ Academics, then days later gets killed. Not saying he had anything to do with it, but it's not a good look. And DJ Academics fuck with Youngboy heavy.
Talking about NBA Youngboy.
King Von interview with DJ. Fucking crazy, bro. That's crazy. I didn't even know that, bro.
In an interview with DJ Academics. King Von shooting. On November 6, 2020, Chicago rapper and infamous gangster King Von was shot right outside on the Monaco Hookah Lounge in Atlanta. On the night of his death, King Von was involved in a fight with a member of NBA Youngboy's 4K Trey and Never Broke Again gang. Quando Rondo and Lil Tim, along with their crew, are associates of NBA Youngboy who got in a fight with King Von and his crew outside the club. According to Quando Rondo,
Rondo didn't come looking for trouble when his crew got into a violent altercation with King Von that ended in a fatal shooting. Sources close to Quando Rondo tell TMZ the rapper wasn't seeking out a fight with King Von the night Von was shot dead outside an Atlanta hookah lounge. And they say Von was acting as the aggressor in the brawl that preceded gunfire. Our sources say Quando was napping in a car outside the club, and when he woke up, Von's crew was there and things suddenly got tense. We're told Von approached Quando and his crew in anger, which led to the brawl. Damn,
He was
man.
taking a nap in the car when
I gotta
King
watch
Von
that
hit
interview,
him
though.
and some members of his crew. While the brawl was going on, shots were fired, and unfortunately, King Von was hit. King Von died from his gunshot wounds. After his death, reports claim that King Von and his crew made the first move at Quando Rondo and his guy. King Von attacked Quando Rondo because he was
King Von and Quando Rondo might have had beef between them. While it's nearly impossible to figure out if King Von and Quando had beef of their own, they clearly ran in two different circles. King Von was signed with rapper Lil Durk, and Quando recently signed with NBA Youngboy. Because they were so close to these more experienced rappers, it's possible the beef between King Von and Quando Rondo was actually tied to their relationships with Lil Durk and Youngboy. That makes sense though, because if you rocking with them, bro, like if you got ops, say if you got ops, or you you're not fucking with somebody, and you spot their cousin out at the store and you get up on him because he close to the dude that you don't fuck with. I mean, or he related to him, or he fuck with him, you know? It just be like that, bro. Wrong place, wrong time type shit. For real. And like, sometimes people be having beef, and then they put people's family into it, bro, just because they know that somebody that they care about. Like, that shit be crazy, but that's kind of like what this situation is. Since Quando Rondo was signed with Youngboy and he fucked with Youngboy heavy, King Von didn't fuck with Youngboy, so he saw Quando and that was his chance to, you know, do his thing, get up on him.
With NBA Youngboy, and Youngboy
I just hate he
and
had to
Von
die,
weren't
bro.
exactly the best of friends. You see, the situation was quite tricky because just the day before his death, King Von had an interview with DJ Academics where he revealed that he had no beef with NBA Youngboy. King Von's reason for picking up a fight with NBA Youngboy's associate right after saying they were cool is still a mystery. Lil Tim, who was also associated with NBA Youngboy, was, however, charged with the of King Von. When rappers found out that NBA Youngboy's name was associated with the death of King Von, many rappers began to keep off from him. Most rappers stayed away because of their fear for his anger and aggressiveness, while others stayed away due to their loyalty to Lil Durk, King Von's associate.
Got him and Quando, and a lot of fuck with Durk. So a lot of ain't gonna fuck with Youngboy because they fuck with Durk.
Exactly.
It doesn't gotta be like it's not gangs and like that. It's a music business, like, you know what I mean. You might fuck with both of them, but you might want to have a song with both of them at one point.
Feel like you gotta
pick sides.
Having two deaths in the industry was crazy enough to
Robert Cruz feud spilled out of Baton Rouge, left Miami bystander.
keep rappers scared of NBA Youngboy. But those are not the only crazy and scary things that NBA Youngboy has been involved in. He has also been involved in multiple and gang retaliation that left several people dead. Rappers learned to stay away from trouble with NBA Youngboy because people ended up dead whenever there was an issue with them. In the 2019 Mother's Day tragedy. On May 13th, 2019, tragedy struck in Miami, Florida, and NBA Youngboy's name was the center of this tragedy. On this day, NBA Youngboy was the target of a shootout that happened right outside the Trump International Beach Resort. Youngboy had been in a heated beef with T Grizzly.
Wait, so is it true T Grizzly and NBA Youngboy really got beef, and that's why Youngboy got shot at yesterday?
At the time, and he made the mistake of posting
T
his
Grizzly and
location on
Youngboy
that
for
fateful day.
what?
A couple of hours later, shooters showed up and began shooting at NBA
For what,
Youngboy.
though?
The crossfire between NBA Youngboy and his assassins happened at midday. Although Youngboy wasn't hurt, there were several casualties. His girlfriend at the time, Kaylin Marie Long, with a 5-year-old boy, was also. Thankfully, they both survived. Sadly, Mohammed Tradi, who worked in a store
Additionally,
across
one
the street
individual during the shooting was an innocent bystander identified as 43-year-old Mohammed Tradi, who was working at a Hertz rental car across Collins Avenue. He was fatally struck in the head by a stray bullet. Meanwhile, as previously reported, another victim in the shooting was NBA Youngboy's 19-year-old girlfriend, Kay Marie, who reportedly suffered a gunshot wound to her arm and is currently in stable condition. Damn, bro.
was shot in during the shooting.
I didn't
NBA
even know.
Youngboy was in charge for the death of Mohammed Tradi.
His attorney, James, however you say the fuck his name, said Gardner was the target of an assassination attempt during the Miami shootout. Gunman opened fire on the rapper and several of his associates outside the Trump International Hotel. Gardner's girlfriend was shot in the shoulder. Legally armed members of his entourage returned fire, killing a bystander. Will be charged because they acted in self-defense.
As he was the target of the shooting, but he was arrested for violating his probation. This incident fetched him 3 months behind bars. The judge pardoned him after his time behind bars and ended his probation over the attempted charges. May 13th, 2019 will always be remembered as a dark Mother's Day in Miami, Florida. The fear rappers have for NBA Youngboy was enough to keep them from having issues with him. But sometimes, NBA Youngboy picks the fight with these rappers by dissing them on his songs. Rapper NLE Choppa, who was once NBA Youngboy's biggest fan, has been a victim of NBA Youngboy's death threats and diss tracks.
That song was tough, bro.
2022. Death threats. On January 14th, 2022, NBA Youngboy released his song Bring the Hook, where he dissed the late rapper King Von and his O-Block gang. Several rappers aired their displeasure with the fact that NBA Youngboy dissed the dead man, and NLE Choppa was among these rappers. Due to the personal relationship they both had, NBA Youngboy...
Now fans think NBA Youngboy is sending subliminal shots at NLE Choppa on the new single, No Like I Know, in which he raps, I bet your mama will be destroyed when we see your stupid Instagram making statements, choosing sides about my beef with them little boys.
Boy dissed him directly in the track.
He did say in the video that Youngboy was his favorite rapper though. But I guess that was years ago though. And Von and NLE Choppa was cool though, like they was tight.
A couple of days later, in the song No Like I Know, NBA Youngboy aimed at NLE Choppa saying, "Hey,
Choppa got to stay in his place, bro, because these some real gangsters, bro, for real.
I bet your mama be destroyed when we sing
not saying he not, because I don't know him.
To God for making statements, choosing sides about my beef with them little boys. I could say I saw it. You could say I was your favorite. Better stay up in your place, around and get your face split any day." NLE Choppa has never received a death threat from NBA Youngboy until the song was released. He got the message clearly and decided to keep off from NBA Youngboy's beef with other rappers. NBA Youngboy has also had run-ins with several rappers in the industry. He may be young, but he goes after OGs of the rap game when he's on a dissing spree. Many rappers have come to terms with the fact that NBA Youngboy is a bold rapper who should be feared. This reality hit them when NBA Youngboy dissed and disrespected OG rappers like Gucci Mane, Jay Prince, Boosie, and many more. The rest, history. NBA Youngboy has had a pretty long history with the feds, and the crimes he committed were so crazy that many rappers don't want to be the reason that NBA Youngboy ended up behind bars. You see, NBA Youngboy was only 15 years old the first time he rode in the back of a cop car with cuffs to his hands. He was arrested after committing a robbery in his hometown of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He was taken to a teen correctional center in Louisiana. It was during his time here that NBA Youngboy began to explore his talent in songwriting and rapping. NBA Youngboy put pen to pad and founded a rap career based on his troubled life. During an interview with The Fader, he spoke briefly.
Bro, you're not a real Youngboy fan if you don't know that Life Before Fame
his passion
album,
for rap.
bro. That's what
he
really
said,
made him
I
take
had been
off.
rapping, but I used to hide that. He remembers.
I think I was in like 8th or 9th grade when Youngboy first came out, and now I'm like about to graduate college.
Not
It's
for
crazy
sure
how
about
fast
myself,
I'm
playing with my craft. The criminal court
crazy.
judge ruled in his favor after 6 months of change. After being released from the correctional center, he decided to go back into the studio alongside his half-brother, NBA OG 33. These writings brought about his debut mixtape, Life Before Fame, 2016. On November 28th, 2016, the NBA Youngboy was arrested again at a concert where he was set to perform in Austin.
All right, bro, I don't want to watch this whole video because I don't want to keep y'all held up the whole time. But listen, if y'all want me to react to some more stuff, bro, y'all let me know. And yeah, your boy Stacks or Ash is out.